We're just outside of New Knoxville in Shelby County, and we're here with Bambauer Equipment and their farm. Let's first check in with Dave Horseman. Dave, you and I had the chance to spend a little time in the combine. Conditions at this point, first of all, how much corn's already done?
Approximately 50%.
And what's the yield generally looking like?
Anywhere from 155 to about 180.
As you take a look at the calendar, how are we running compared to a normal year?
We're quite a bit ahead of schedule. 2-3 weeks.
As you look at the bean side, give us the same kind of information.
We're about 50-60% done on the beans, and they're running anywhere from 45 to 60.
And if we get done early, are you going to do anything this fall that we may not have gotten done in previous years?
We might try a little more inline ripping or chiseling, maybe work some stalks, but see how it goes.
Weed control looked pretty impressive. Are you going to do anything as we prepare for next year?
We might spray some stalks this fall, but other than that, do like we've been doing. You
just finished lunch. You anxious to get back to the combine?
Yeah, we're ready to get it rolling.
All right, Dave, take care. Good seeing you. Let's go down here and talk to Doug. Doug's with us, and you really talk when we look at the farm. We got down on the end of the first field, and there's some wildlife conservation area and things. Give us an overview of the farm and what you're trying to accomplish here.
Well, there's a few buffer strips along some woods as we have, basically wildlife buffers, but other than that, we got some filter strips along creeks, basically just to try to minimize any kind of problems with any leaching or anything with chemicals.
It was pretty impressive to be out there in the beans, and they were running in the 45 bushel or so area at that field, but to look up and see 12 to 14 inches of corn stalk still standing there, that's a pretty good residual and residue program.
Yeah, most of our beans have been no-till over the last few years. We're trying to do a little different tillage practices, but most of them will probably continue to be no-tilled.
What have we learned about a growing season when we get this kind of a year compared to other years?
Definitely the moisture makes a big difference. Our lower, heavier ground, the yields are a lot higher, and the monitor you can have anywhere in corn we've had from 75 to 200 bushel in the same field.
How critical is early planting?
This year it was extremely critical. The early planted stuff is definitely out yielding the stuff we got planted in mid-June as far as the beans go.
Scott, also the equipment side of things, pretty impressive. You pull in the road down here, and I was asking the guys when I got here, just exactly how do you get these big tanks down the road? They said literally we just pull them down the road.
Yeah, everything's getting bigger. Back when Dad started the business, this 800-gallon, 1,500-gallon tank, we thought that was big, and now we're up to, well, just recently, last week, a guy took a delivery on a 12,000-gallon quad tank out in Indiana, and things keep getting bigger, but the operations keep growing too, and so we've been really kind of concentrate on this injection part of it, use this animal waste, this hog or dairy waste for basically like a fertilizer here.
Scott, also we're glad to be with you with Feeding Farmers in the Field. Who all did we feed today?
Oh, I fed basically my brother and my dad and my daughter and mom and basically the family and all our employees, and everybody thought it was a great meal. So,
and who normally feeds the group?
Well, my mom, she does quite a bit out here. She'll put food in a crock pot and let some guys go uptown and grab some. We're on a kind of fast pace all the time, so you never know when you're going to quite get your meal.
I'm Dale Minya. We've been visiting with Bambauer Equipment just outside of New Knoxville.